All right, so that is a little tune that I wrote that is an open G tuning. Right now I haven't really come up with a name for it yet, but maybe later on. So open G tuning is pretty cool. It's going to be from your 6th string down to your 1st string, D, G, D, G, B, D. And when you play those open, it's going to be a nice open G chord, a G major chord. Except there are a couple of asterisks on that. First of all, this is a 12 string, so it's going to be a little bit different. You know, I have 12 strings instead of 6 strings. They're played in pairs, just like you'd play a regular 6-string guitar. And the other thing that's maybe a little bit more important here is that that's not actually a G chord, because I cheated a little bit. So this is actually an open F tuning. The reason I told you it was open G is because it's the same thing as open G, just moved down one whole step, which would be the equivalent of 2 frets on your guitar. And so what these notes actually are C, F, C, F, A, C. So a nice C major chord, F major chord instead of your G major chord you would normally have with an open G tuning. So you're sort of, when you think about your open tunings, you're usually going to be playing in one key. In this case, G would normally be for open G tuning, D for open D tuning. But if you get a little bit creative, you can actually open up your horizons a lot. So by down tuning your guitar, like I've done here, now I'm playing in F instead of in G. On the other hand, if you want to move up, you have a couple options. Obviously, you can tune your guitar up a little bit. Duane Allman, for example, he used an open D tuning, but actually moved up to E, so moved a whole step up to E, kind of the opposite of what I did here in open D instead of open G. And so that was one of his favorite tunings. You want to avoid that sometimes because with that extra tension for the strings being tighter can cause some issues. So another option is you can use a handy dandy tool called a capo, which you might already have. If not, I highly recommend getting one. They will really open up your possibilities. It just clips on the neck, and now you can play in a different tune. I can move it up to different key. I can move it up to 5th fret here, and now I'm in a different key again. And so really you can move up, if you go too far, you're gonna start to run out of room. But between using a capo to move up and down tuning a little bit, you can go down and open up a lot of tonal possibilities for yourself. And that really can sort of expand what's capable with your open tunings, which are a lot of fun because they give a very full open sound. Well, they're called open tunings. And there's lots of songs that sound great and are fun to play, and some of them are actually not too hard to play either, that are in open G and open D. Those are going to be the most frequent open tunings you'll come across. Every now and then you might find some other ones. There are some songs that are written in one sort of particularly unique open tuning, which are always a lot of fun, but might be not as versatile. So hopefully we'll get a chance to explore some of those other songs later on and sort of talk about the intricacies and particular points that you might want to take note of in different open tunings, and even sort of exploring your own versions of open tunings. Who's to say I don't change one of my strings here to a little bit different to give me a different sound. Really, once you start thinking about changing your open strings, you're going to have a lot of possibilities. So I look forward to exploring some more of those options, and I'll see you guys next time.